was it? English. Welcome to my comment. Take 2. Welcome to Mongoose Snacks Hawaii, where we're gonna do newspaper. The newspaper series, the longest running series. Although I am editing late night Pericles, Prince of Tyre, and you can watch not quite its entirety, but I posted one's coming up real soon. See what I did there? Tyre. Reaching. Little that tea in the morning. I'm gonna switch to caffeine soon again. It's late night. So here's today's paper. Yes. Good gratitude. September. I mean, there's a reason why I flubbed up right there. No, I didn't. It's September. There is a reason why my brain slid off its cheese right there. September 15th. Tourism faces another delay. Thanks, thumbnail time. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, faces delay. Remember this? Now this is like when newspaper first got really started. It was started off, this is something I can do during lockdown. This is something, hey, maybe I can be positive for lockdown, because I figure everyone's going to be home watching stuff. Apparently, all my email I get, jeez. But reopening Hawaii with tourism, they had this thing, 14 days quarantine, 2 weeks quarantine, and if you come over in an airplane, you have to do 14 days quarantine. Doesn't make sense to travel to Hawaii because you're supposed to be in your room 14 days. So they had this thing and then they postponed it. So I was following that, and that's how this got started. So I was following that, and this is what happens. It gets delayed again, and now that's what this is. It's the main story of newspaper Hawaii from the beginning. The governor, Ige. Okay, that's the guy. He has to make all the decisions on this stuff. He's catching a lot of heat too. Likely to delay. Hasn't set a date, but likely. Thumbnail possibility. So, let's do this one little paragraph. The plan. That plan. Test, travel. The plan, which was first announced in June, was to originally go to launch August 1st. June, July, August. It was like 2 months. August 1st. And then it was pushed to September 1st. Oh. And then it was pushed to August, September, October. October 1st. At the earth, and now it's likely going to be beyond that. Beyond. Test and travel, and beyond. Just talking with many of the industries. See, it was like, did it one time because the surge and the dig. The daily rate today, though, is 80. Well, yesterday's rate. Today, 80. So, down from triple digit. But if he had 2 weeks of that, he said he would do this other thing, staying at home. But this big, massive testing, 60,000 people over 14 days? Yeah, 60,000 people. 60,000 people. And because they tested more, relates to this one, they tested more people. A lot of people were staying good with the mask, staying home, washing their hands, doing all that stuff. A lot of people were doing that. So when they tested more people, the rates of positives came down because they're testing the people that weren't positive. So marvelous. Yes. So that's good news. There's the bad news got a little less. The British Museum removes its shrunken heads from its displays. Yeah, my shrunken heads at the British Museum. What do you think of that? No, I wanted to see some shrunken heads. They made it part of their attempt to look rather not so colonial. You know, they don't want to be so decolonize the collections. They want to decolonize it. Ooh, that makes it look so patronizing with the. And here's an old picture in Hawaii with the bowling alley when they put the bowling pins back by hand. Sally is going to flood like hell because it's slow moving. Slow. Biden calls Trump a climate arsonist. Rare. You're just like those big, bad, nasty fires. Rare. If you were closer, I'd pull on your hair. Scam tips. Watch out, man. Yeah, that's the thing. Watch out. This is like geared for watch out for the elderly. I do home care. So they call it caregiver. I'm a caregiver. I must balance jobs and loved ones with dementia. I already do that. I do everything with dementia. Stop telling me what to do. And there's an Ice Age bear. God, that looks horrible. The bear in Arctic Russia. Cave bear. Been frozen since the Ice Age. It's got everything. The teeth, the freaking claws, the guts, the eyeballs, and I don't know what to say eyeballs. Okay. And now we come to our featured part of our program. A silly look at the editorial page. Look at the trolls coming out. Yeah, scams and trolls. Yeah. He's wearing double mask. Wow. Uncle Sam's smart. Yeah. That's true. Watch out, man. Criminals, man, they don't take a day off. They don't take advantage of that. So here's letters. So, what shall we read? How about this one? President should tell truth, not cheerlead. I don't want a cheerleader for a president. Trump says the coronavirus is new book. Trump says of coronavirus in new book. What? I wanted to downplay it. I wanted to play it down. Oh, his book. Shit. I want a leader who respects my ability to understand, tells me the truth, and has the plan of action to address the challenges. Smart, right on. I imagine if Donald Trump was the president of Ebola. Wait, president? Because you too can still vote for someone to be the president of Ebola. Imagine if Donald Trump was the president when Ebola arrived in Texas. I think everyone would be dead right now. Because if you're in... Dang, but Texas isn't I've been there 5 years. I lived there. Texas ain't everything. If everyone in Texas was dead, that won't be everybody. Because there's Texans running around the place. You gotta herd them up and get them running loose. I believe I said that. Okay, yeah. Yo-ho, Texas. Arrgh. I got some bone to pick with Texas too. Solo rule. Ineffective at keeping people apart. It's just ineffective. Mayor Kirk Caldwell should rescind the new rule allowing only solo activities in parks. My wife and I frequently go to Kapilani Park. Rules that limit couples and families to only walking on the sidewalks of the park interfere with the ability of people to socially distance. That's right, cryptocurrency wallet. The Duocoin on the rise. Couples who want to exercise by walking are forced to the perimeter of the park. The solo rule prevents people from having access to the interior regions of the park. I refer to my legal walk in the park video. I went into the interior of the park. Oops. It was the first day. I didn't know. I swear. I was looking going, how come no one's inside? Just out walking around the edge. I claim dementia. Socially distanced from people using the sidewalk, the city is showing tunnel vision and the concern in this people of different households walking together. A couple small groups in the park, such as scrutiny is not shown for people walking together while shopping. The solo rule is not sensible. It's just not sensible. Increases in frustration of the public and raises issues of how the administration of getting public input into information that was related to COVID-19 mileage being ordered Moana Loa. Thank you for that, whatever. I'm not scared. Governor Inge should just simply step down. We cannot afford to have someone who is incompetent, incapable, indifferent, indiscrutable, indispensable, indignant for governor for another 27 months. Do the right thing. Leave. Kate Frank. Governor's like, popularity's down because of making these bad decisions. And this guy said I should leave. Well, I'm just pack up my stuff, put it in the box. Leave. No, don't work that way. You didn't do anything wrong. Why don't restrictions apply to Trump rally? Oh, this is good. Yay, we'll have a short day. I have had it. I am not allowed to walk through the park with my husband, go to the beach with my kids. Didn't say kikis, kids. Or do anything with any other human being, really. Okay. But police officers told an onlooker that they were protecting First Amendment rights by allowing seemingly Trump supporters to have a large gathering at Ala Moana Beach Park on Saturday, all very close together without a mask in sight. Yes, they are total, blatant, blithering idiots. One amongst them, the crowd is toast. Really? Really? There's that response again. Like it's supposed to rally people. Really? I should have said it that way. Without a mask in sight. Really? And then I'm expecting a bunch of people. Yeah, really? Really? Yeah, come on, really? That question never gets answered. Really? And you're left there on your own. For the last 6 months, I have worried about being safe for myself and others and our jobs, my kids' education, getting harassed by the police officers every time I go to paddle, go to swim. But hey, large, massless group gathering, breaking all of the latest rules is okay. Someone please explain this clearly. Biased, double standard going on here. I'll explain it to you. It's easy. Get my throat here. I'll explain it to you briefly and succinctly. There is a double biased standard. Even a biased double standard. And there's nothing you can do about it. There, I explained it. In other words, it is what it is. That's what's going on. Yeah. You know it. And when you said, really? You should have, don't no, you said you know what's going on. That's what's going on. You don't need someone to explain it to you. Yeah, that's what's going on. Go figure. Another way of saying, really? I don't know what that is, you know? They're debating whether peaceful protesting, protecting someone's rights. See, because your rights are being protected to peaceful protest. That's it. And when you have a spreading or possible spreading of a contagion, that would probably break the protocol of peaceful, because it's malignant, toxic, it's dangerous. So people's ideal rights can be you can't peacefully doing something that's going to be harmful to others. So there is that. I think the police they just want to bother. They get paid. They're union. Union. I'm surrounded. I gotta be careful what I say there. Other business is safer than farmers market. And we'll end with this. September 13th, Star Advertiser contained a picture of people milling and mingling in the Kaka'ako farmers market on Saturday. How are farmers markets considered essential operations with people nearly shoulder to shoulder and not even socially distancing? And yet we have to sit by ourselves on a bench because you don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. Oh, by the way, like, subscribe, and make comments and share with your friends. Yeah. Okay. Because this is social media that's going to be around, and I could use better channel support. Planning stuff. Of course I support the farmers. Of course you do. But I also support the restaurants, hair salons, and other businesses that follow federal and state guidelines much more so than an open air market where people are not socially distancing. When is it going to start to make sense? You asking me when that's gonna make sense? I tell you, you must balance it all with dementia. Or should I say dementia? Dementia. Have a good time with dementia. Alright, that's enough. Bucky says that's enough. Bucky's my Wilson. Hang loose. Aloha.